Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Birushana. Just technically in the common route, trying to get Norditsune's route, but yeah, common route. We are only on the second part, and it's probably 5 minutes into the game, but it takes us an hour to do because we are not slow as fuck at reading. We just talk a lot, and I'm very excited about this. Also, I have a nice drinky here because I'm very thirsty, and doing all the voices sometimes takes a lot out of me. Hold on. Stay hydrated, bitches! I normally don't drink when I'm playing these, but I'm like extremely motherfucking thirsty right now. Also, my bird is with me, so if you hear weird noises, or I start making weird talking sounds, okay, duh. I start making weird voices. That sounds like I'm talking to a child, or a tiny munchkin bird. I'm talking to a tiny munchkin bird. Can you settle the fuck down? I have to warn you of that, because you have to settle down. You can need to sit still. You're very fidgety. Do you need the poopies? This is why I took you into the bathroom before we started recording, because we're going to be here for an hour. Do you need to go poopies? That's your poopy spot, okay? Do not poopies on my shit. I will be so mad at you. Don't poopies on my stuff. What are you doing? You need to settle down, buddy, okay? Normally just like sits here, but then he gets like very fidgety, and it's like, do you have to poop? Because you're not allowed to poop on my fucking stuff. Do not go sit on my banister. You'll end up pooping on all the stuffies that are lined up the stairs. Because we live like a fucking toddler. Well, I'm in my loft area that has like all my anime shit and all my like Otome game stuff and like everything, and then like my plushies and stuff. And if you poop on my plushies, I will freaking choke you. I won't, but I like to threaten you because you have no idea what I'm saying. Oh, I love you. Anyway, settle down. Kyoto, Rokuhara. The Shirobyoshi, yeah, dance beautifully in the warm night air. Their gaze, dances, and affection fixed on the two noble brothers. Oh, one of them is our boyfriend, isn't it? Shirobyoshi, the name for a type of banquet song, and the woman who plays it. Also a typical name for a prostitute because many of the singers were also prostitutes. Some things like this are so much better in Tour Guide Spacey voice. It just sounds ridiculous. Ah! I'm sorry, it's just our boyfriend, okay? And I just... Shigehira. Is he one of the ones that we get an after story with? Because, like, wait. We don't get a brother sandwich? I mean, we get a brother sandwich with our brother, but I meant, like, a sandwich with these brothers. Anyway. Tomomori Taira and Shigehira Taira, both sons of Kiyomori and future heirs to the Heike family. Tomomori. It's because he's voiced by Jun Fukuyama. That's like 98% of why he's so hot. But he's also fucking beautiful, but I like his little hat thing he's got going on. Anyway. Shigehira smiled graciously as one of the girls poured sake into his cup. He turned to his brother, who wore a solemn expression. I didn't think we were going to get here. I don't have a voice for Tomomori yet. I really don't. I have nothing. What's wrong, brother? Are you not entertained? All you do is stare into your cup and drink. Oh. Sorry. I could just imagine. It's dead quiet. There is literally no sound in this. Is there? Oh, there is, but it's extremely quiet. Like, it's almost non-existent. Oh, that's because my volume is off on my computer. It's just very quiet. I don't know Tomomori's voice. We'll have to work on something. I'm just going to kind of give him normal for right now, because I don't... He's the only one I can't do a voice for, and it's because I can hear Jun Fukuyama's fucking voice in my head, and nothing I will ever do will be as magical. Okay? I just can't live up to those expectations. Anyway. Oh. You know what it is? It's not even stage fright, because, like, I get that sometimes when I'm doing, like, oh, I'm so awkward about doing the voices for the first time for a character, and I want you guys to like the voices I put for the character, or I'm not sure if it's going to be right. But, like, again, this is one of those, like, I could never live up to Jun Fukuyama's voice, and I don't want to insult him. Like, for God's sakes, I hope he never knows. Like, that would be, like, as much as I love the man, it would be embarrassing. Okay? Like, so embarrassing. Yes, I'm the one that does the terrible voice acting and makes your beautiful characters and your sexy voice sound stupid with the voices I do. Awesome! Can we not? Oh my god! Anyway. Apologies, brother. I had no intention of being such poor company. Though now that you mention it, perhaps I have been quiet. That kind of works for now, I guess. How can you be glum in a place like this? I'll never understand. Oh, there you are, Lord Tomamori. Shirabayoshi. Having been poured by such beautiful hands, I can't help but bring the cup to my mouth. Oh, my God! And then you're going to say that in Jun Fukuyama's voice later? To play this game on my own. Just skipping to his scenes. Wait, I just want to hear his voice. The young woman blushed at Tomamori's words. Then Shigehira wrapped his arms around her waist and pulled her toward him. Okay, maybe I don't want to route with you because you seem like a playboy and like God knows where you have been. Like, because I mean, I'm just saying these are prostitutes. So like, I really don't think that like safe sex was a thing that was happening back in like not even 1200. I'm just saying. So I'm just guessing. Lord knows the kids at this. I mean, I don't know. But, like, I'm just thinking she's probably got some shit from some of you fuckers. And, like, that's this poor woman is and also spreading it around. And then, no, not going near me. Keep your venereal diseases out of my shit. Shigehira. Tomamori better not have touched it. Or my brother. I don't mean Tomamori shouldn't have touched my brother. I mean my brother shouldn't have touched prostitutes. I mean if they want to, that's whatever. Keep it in the family, I guess. Problems. Anyway, what? You prefer my brother, would you? I'm not good enough? Come now, Shigehira. Let's not be violent. Oh, that's the brother. Okay. It's going to be hard to remember the names because I just see the S and then I'm like, wait, it's not the girl. It's okay. I don't like read the full name. I just use like brief visual clues and I'm like, wait, which one's which? Anyway. A flower unpicked is a flower wasted, wouldn't you say, brother? Though I don't think you've ever had to pick a flower, have you? The petals always just seem to end up neatly in your lap. I mean, can you blame the flowers and the petals? I would throw all my petals in his lap too. I'm just saying, the man has a sexy voice. I don't even know what he sounds like in this game, but I know it's sexy. Because every voice Jun Fukuyama does is joy to my ears. I'm talking even Grell, yes, because that's where I fell in love with him first. Okay? Watching Black Butler, and I was like, Grell is like my spirit animal. I love him so much. And then, like, I fell in love with him actually in Noragami. Because Cosmo is my favorite. I'm like, I love him. I love him so much. He's so sweet. And then when I realized it was the same voice actor, this is before like I totally got into the voice acting thing and like recognize certain people. And then I just realized I was like, I love him. He's great. Jun Fukuyama is my favorite. And then like it's just roller coastered out of fucking control from there. I love Daisuke Ono too. Don't get me wrong. Daisuke Ono has a sexy fucking voice. But there is like sexy voices. Daisuke Ono. Junichi Suwabe. Hi. I think we can all agree. Their voices are like velvet rubbing inside your ear, and it's like, ah! Okay. But like, there's other ones that you're like, yes, there are definitive sexy voices like that. Like, we can all agree on that. Hi. I'm pretty sure the world agrees Junichi Suwabe has like the sexiest motherfucker voice ever. Hi. Yes. We're all here for this. But like, then there's the voice actors who you're like, yeah, but like this one for me is the best for whatever reasons. And there's just something about the pitch and the tone in Jun Fukuyama's voice. I don't know enough about like sound to be like, there's just something about the tone in his voice that is just like, I don't know, it's just magical. And it just makes me happy. And it's just, I don't know. And there's other voice actors that every once in a while they have, their voice isn't the same, but there's a pitch or a tone. There's something in their voice that you're like, is reminiscent, is very similar enough where I'm like, yeah, see, they're also pleasing to my ear because there's this resonance somewhere in there that reminds me of his resonance. And it's just, I vibe with it. I don't know. It's a weird, I can't really explain it, but I feel like some people are like, I get it. I don't know what but I get it. Like, you're like, yeah, yeah. And you can place your own voice actor in there and be like, yeah, right? It's a weird thing you can't explain. It's just like, yes, this is my home. Happy. Here, I'm going to just curl up in a ball and live here forever. Still going to enjoy the voice acting of other people because they're sexy voices. But this is my happy home. I want to live in his voice. Okay? Like, when I die, heaven for me is just listening to his voice. Everything. I would hear his voice in my head. Okay? Anyway. But yeah, I would absolutely throw all my petals in his fucking lap is all I'm saying. So that was a long way of saying that, but... And in the end, you still don't pluck that flower. You just leave it there and never look back. Oh! Are you waiting for someone whose flower you really want to pluck, like mine? Even though you think I'm a boy? I get it. You're in quite the mood today, aren't you, Shigahira? I want to say Shigahara, but it's Shigahira. I don't know. Tomomori let out a small laugh. His smile so beautiful it made all the girls around them blush. Then he spoke quietly. Yeah, and then he has the voice of Jim. Just like... Oh! I kind of like the way he thinks for the enemies to lovers red flag pirate ship floating trash fire that he might actually be. But I appreciate this. You might be a dumpster fire, apparently, but at least you're a very virtuous dumpster fire and you're not like a man whore. Sometimes we like the man whores, but also now, just knowing that your brother's just plucking everything, that I'm like, I'm just saying. God knows what you have. Wrap it before you tap it, brother. Okay? Like, anyway. We're gonna fuck our brother. I don't know really why it really matters that, like, if he was bone and horse, I don't know. Like, I mean, we're gonna have sex with our brother. So, like, I have no right to judge here, I guess. Anyway. Searching for the perfect flower to pick is far more rewarding than picking everything that sways gently in the breeze. What was that? No, nothing. Just thinking out loud. I love the fact that the CG's just here forever. Sorry I'm late. Did they gonna put him in the CG too? Yeah! Right in the middle! I was wondering, I'm like, wait a minute! Terrible timing as always, Noritsune. Look, you're scaring all the girls away. Ugh. Beautiful flowers, come back! The moon looks nice tonight. Then why don't you go back out there and look at it some more? Like, you're scaring all the girls away. Why? He's super freaking cute. Like, I mean, yeah, he's no Tomomori, but, like, he's still kind of, like, cute in a, like, slightly adorable but very aggressive, going to bite you in the ankles kind of way. You know what I mean? Like, he's a little dog. Like, look, they're so... Oh, he's nasty! But he's kind of cute. You know what I mean? Just saying. Tomomori, you're not one for the shirabyoshi either, right? Oh, I don't know. I do find them a lovely distraction sometimes. Huh. Well, if the two of you want to bring him back, bring him back. It's not like you to come out drinking with us, Noritsune. What's gotten into you? It's funny because it's waiting for them to, the voice actors to finish, and I'm just like, I pushed the button. Oh, right. I have to push it again sometimes. Anyway. Yes, I was wondering if you'd gone into town. They said another Heike samurai was hunted down by Benkei again this evening. Utterly shameful. That monk is making an absolute mockery of us. He'll be gone in a month. Trust me. He's like, so I went to the mountains, and I went to that, or we were in the Genjis, right? Genji dude? And I was like, I challenge you to a duel. And they were like, nah. And I was like, then you have to fight that Benki guy. And, like, they're going to fight him and win, and it'll be fine. Like, I solved our problems. I would fucking die. He was like, I didn't want to challenge you to a duel. I just wanted to see if you'd get rid of that monk dude for us. Like, conned you into helping. Fucking funny as shit. Oh, is that so? Yeah, it's so. You know, you're a good warrior, Tomomori, but you're far too uninterested in the affairs of the Heike. Noritsune's voice is just going out of control and becoming something totally different, but it's fine. Well, if you want to talk, I won't stop you. Huh. Anyway, the plan's to capture Benkei in the next full moon. I got a bet with the youngest child of Genji, Shinao. Oh, okay, so he's gonna lay it on his table. Shinao? Now that you mention it, you weren't at the estate last night, were you? Could it be that you went to Kurama by yourself? Or perhaps you went with those men we sent to Kurama. Hey! Oh, wait a minute. Oh, God. Please tell me you're actually legitimate sons and not one of you is also my mom's son. So not like I got a half-brother over here and a half-brother up. Jesus fucking Christ. Can we stop keeping it in our family? I didn't go with them, but I did follow them. And careful, Noritsune. A step too far out of line and your father, Norimori? Norimori! Seriously? It rhymes. It's so cute. Anyway. Norimori will get upset with you. Noritsune. Noritsune. And Norimori. Yeah. Yeah, but I bet your dad, Kiyomori, will have my back. Because it's like Kiyo and then Mori and then Norimori. But I'm surprised that he didn't name his children Kiyo or something. But now we have Tomo Mori. What the fuck was our brother's name? I can't remember. Shigehira. Totally different. See? But their names are very similar. It's kind of, I feel like something about that, like, part of the names is like, oh, it's passing it down, like, almost in, like, middle name, like, well, in Western cultures, at least American culture, I know, like, you know, oh, okay, I'll give you my middle name or something. It's like you give part of your name. Like, you're your own identity, but you still got my motherfucking name and not just last name. You know what I mean? Like, instead of making you a junior, you know? Anyway. Tomomori and Shigehira's father, Kiyomori Taira, was a Heike warrior known for his boldness. Taira. In contrast, Kiyomori's younger brother and Noritsune's father, Norimori, was renowned as a cautious and calm warlord. Do we get to meet them too? I don't have enough voices. Too bad I wasn't born to Kiyomori. Noritsune. I'm just kidding. Of course I respect my father, but still, nobody's as feared on the battlefield as Kiyomori. I feel like he's like, yeah, my dad's like smart and thinks a lot, and I just want to fight. Like, unrivaled strength. That's what they call it. Strength isn't all there is to it. Anyway, as you were saying. Alright, anyway, so yesterday. So I was blasting. I'm just kidding. Shinao took out the guys we sent to Kurama like it was nothing. Did you take a whack at him too? Surely nobody's a match for you. I wanted to, but he had some scrawny little kid with him. You'd think my friend, who's actually a man, is scrawny compared to me, who's a woman. That's fun. Actually, to be fair, that kid had some pretty good moves too. Almost cut me in half. And let me guess, you used that kid's attack to force Shinao to play your little game. That's right. I love this sassy bitch. A clever little trick, Noritsune. I guess you do have a brain up there after all. My, how you've grown. Ha! Grown. Brother, remember when he... Oh, no, that's... Okay, I for some reason thought it was Noritsune. I'm sorry, I read that in the wrong place. Anyway, ha! Grown. Brother, remember when he used to follow you around calling you Big Brother? Shut up, Shigehira! I focused all my life on one thing, being the best warrior in the world. And you're gonna get your ass kicked by a girl! Maybe. That'd be fun, though. Rumor has it Shinao's the same age as me, and given the fact that he too was born to a samurai family, well, I can't let him beat me. Okay, listen, Bird, I love you, but please stop attacking my headset, and don't get mad at my headset for existing. You need to simmer fucking down, or you're going back downstairs, okay? Your fucking toenails also hurt. You need to trim those fucking things. Classic Noritsune, caring about some competition that nobody else in the world cares about. Thank you. Thank you was to my bird. While Shigehira replied in disgust, Tomomori poured the last of the sake into his cup. He slowly brought it to his lips. Shinao, The way he said it, it was impossible to tell if he was filled with intense interest or dismissive indifference. Both? Whatever, I'm dismissing my interest, but it's intense. Elsewhere in the capital, a long white blade reflected in the glimmering moonlight, piercing through the misty haze of the warm Kyoto night. You're very wordsy in this. Like, they're very, like, you're like, ooh. It's not like, oh my god, it's the most romantically lyrical prose, but it's not like, otherwise, there was a knife. Like, it's like, you're like, it's a little fancy, I like it. They sprinkled some glitter in the text, and I dig it. The sword was held by a monstrous shadow. The sword had once belonged to a Heike samurai, but no more. Benkei? Yeah, it's him. He's gonna have a really deep voice. 1,000 blades, just a few more to go. The giant's gentle murmur drifted its way through the sultry night air. Because that's Benkei, you know. Big hulking bear man. Soft. Chapter 2. All right, I remember seeing that for chapter 1. Okay. We're in chapter 2 now, in case you were wondering. Kurama Temple, Tokubo. I see Tokubo and I hear Chocobo. Tokubo, located on the grounds of Kurama Temple, the place where Shinao and Shungen grew up. It had been a few days since my Kaiko with Noritsune. His deadline was getting closer and closer by the day. Kaiko, a chance meeting, a random encounter. It's interesting that they keep words like that in there instead of saying my encounter with Noritsune, but they leave Kaiko in there and then they tell you it means encounter. Like, interesting choice, but it's probably because there's a dictionary term, and if they did encounter, it would be like when they did rebellion or rebel, and you were like, to rebel, and you're like, okay. Because they didn't change the word there? Actually, there's been a couple times where that's interesting. Because there's been a couple times now where I feel like it might be just depending on who was translating. But there's been times where it would said rebel, and then you clicked it, and it would give you whatever the word, and then say, like, a rebellion, whatever, and you're like, but it says rebel in the text. Like, and this is Kaiko. But it would almost be like encounter was read, and then you pop up here, and it would say Kaiko, a chance meeting or random encounter, and you're like... So I guess it really... I feel like it depends on, like, who was translating. Like, some people actually translated it, the dictionary entry word that's on the page, and then here's what the box would be. And, like, other people just, like, left it as the Japanese word and then tell you what it means. So it's weird. It's actually been both ways. Okay. I guess it almost makes more sense to leave the Japanese word because then you're going to pop up a glossary where before it was, like, to rebel, and then you open rebellion or an insurgence, and you're like... Or insurrection. You're like, yeah. I kind of got that. Because they didn't leave the Japanese term? That was weird. Anyway. For those of us on Mount Kurama, Kyoto was not a place we could simply visit lightly. Which is why I was waiting for the right time in my residence at Tokubo. I'm sorry, I have to yawn. Shana, are you in there? Sorry, I know you're practicing Shakyo today? Shakyo, transcribing the scriptures of Buddhism, alternatively refers to copied scripture. It's alright, I wasn't able to concentrate anyway. Were you able to find out anything about this Benkei guy? Yeah, first of all, it seems like he exclusively preys on Heike soldiers, which explains why they're all trying to avoid him. Wait, why? I don't get it. If he's attacking the Heike, wouldn't that give them more reason to find him? If he finds you, he beats you and takes your sword. The Heike don't want their swords taken, so they're just trying to avoid him. How pathetic. And these men call themselves samurai. Oh, I love her sass. There are exceptions in the Heike army, of course. Noritsune and his men are trying to find Benkei. Yeah. Benkei, because it'd be like Benkei. Benkei? Because it's Benkei. Benkei? That's hard to say. It's not quite the right pronunciation, but I can't quite do it. Like, there's certain things where you're like, it doesn't flow out night. If I heard it, maybe I could get it. But anyway, that's the best we're going to do. So I know it's not exactly right because I know it's K. So it'd be like Be. Okay. Bane? K? Bane K? But like that doesn't, so we're going with Benkei. It's easier for me to say. So I know it's not perfectly right, but it's fine. It just dawned on me. I was like, wait a minute. I see. Well then, if we want to beat Noritsune, we better make our moves sooner rather than later, huh? So I know I don't always say things right. Also, I know I don't put the accents in the right things, because I don't know with names, like, you know... You know what I mean? Because, like, Noritsune... It could be Noritsune? You know what I mean? Like, the accent could be somewhere in the middle, and I don't know where it is, and I just kind of say it one way, and it could be, like, pronounced slightly differently, but, like, we do the best we can. Anyway. Wait! Someone's coming! Lord Kakunichi and... Someone else? Kakunichi. And those are some ears you've got. I can't hear a thing. Is that you two? Or are you in the back? Oh, that is me. Okay, yes, Lord Kakunichi! In the doorway stood Lord Kakunichi, our guardian here at Kurama Temple. Behind him stood a man I'd never seen before. I'm assuming Lord Kakunichi... well... You would think Lord Kakunichi would be like... But the bald guy could be like a monk, and we're at the temple, but is the monk guy, or is it this like, older guy? But that guy looks like he could be like farmer dude. I'm just saying, I'm sure. Oh, no, okay, so Kakunichi is the bald dude. Alright, there you go. Hello, you two. I'd like to introduce you both to... Oh, Kichiji? Kichiji! Kichiji is fun to say. I like that. Anyway, Kichiji.
Pleased to meet you both. My name's Kichiji Nobutaka. I'm a gold merchant by trade.
Gold?
Yes, every year I take the gold mine from up in Oshu and sell it down here in the capital.
Oshu, another name for the Mutsu province, encompasses modern-day Miyagi, Iwate, Aomori, and parts of Akita prefecture. That's a lot of words. Oshu. I shot a glance at Shungen and our eyes met. Oshu was a place long associated with the Genji clan. Long ago, my great-grandfather, Yoshie Hachimantaro, Yoshie Hachimantaro was Mutsukokushu of that land. Mutsukokushu. Sometimes Japanese words are really fun to say. When you can manage them. Lord Yoshie, Shanao's great-grandfather, came to the aid of the famous leader of the Fujiwara clan, Kiyohara Fujiwara, in Oshu province. We go left for Mutsukokushu, Secretary of Mutsu Province, an official dispatched from the central government to act as an administrative officer of the province. Ah, Mutsukokushu, Secretary of the... Okay, so he's like a secretary of the... Okay. For a second, I got concerned, and I was like, Mutsukokushu is a person? No, it's a position. Okay, we're fine.
You may not know this, Lord Shanao, but the reason we're able to trade gold like this is thanks to the government in Oshu. A government that was built in no small part thanks to your great-grandfather, Lord Hachimantaro.
Hachimantaro. Yeah. Oh, really? Well, I think you're being too kind.
Not at all! Lord Fujiwara, who rules Oshu, has not forgotten it to this day. That's why it's such an honor for me to meet you, Lord Shanao, heir to the Genji name.
Well, you know the Genji name's not highly prized in Kyoto now, right? So why are you visiting us here now? Shungen! Does Shungen think this Kichiji guy is trying to take advantage of us and the Genji name? Shungen, I understand your concern, but this is my guest. Be at ease. Lord Kakunichi nodded, and slowly Shungen's shoulders relaxed. I'm sorry.
No, not at all. Can never be too careful these days.
Kichiji will be staying here with us at Kurama Temple for a few days. During that time, I will be returning to the main temple. You will? Yes, which means we will have a lot to discuss. But first, I wanted to introduce the two of you. I assure you meeting with Kichiji will be beneficial to you both. He intimidates me. Isn't he very intimidating? There's something about his, like, extremely, like, sharp, like, I will slice your fucking face off jawline and chin, and then his sharp-ass cheeks and the piercing eye. Like, everything about this man is, like, just intimidating. I'm just saying. Both of us? And the Genji, too. For the sake of Genji, why does Lord Kakunichi always insist I uphold the Genji name? As a Genji, I must talk with him. Just what do you mean by that? I can't live up to the Genji name. As a Genji, I must talk with him. That is the guide. I like his little... Oh, look at that. Yes, see, we got no points. So there was the green one and the yellow one were slightly open. The blue one was completely closed. Tomomori is not loving any of the shit we're doing. We're not supposed to date him till later anyway, so. Then as a child of the Genji, I'll have to talk with him. Inexperienced as I am, my father's blood runs through my veins. It gives me strength. I am the child of a samurai, after all. Shanao? Yes. I gave a small nod to Lord Kakunichi and naturally clenched my fists. Then I immediately turned to face Kichiji. Once again, I'm the youngest son of the Genji Shanao. Kichiji, it's a pleasure to meet you. And this is Shungen. He's the son of Shigenari, who served my father. He too was raised here at Kurama Temple. Shigenari Minamoto, Shungen's father, the eldest son of Shigezane? Yes, Shigezane. Served as a loyal vassal to Yoshitomo, was defeated in the Heiji Rebellion.
Oh, I see. So you're the son of Lord Shigenari.
Indeed. Shungen takes great pride in the fact that his father sacrificed himself to protect Lord Yoshitomo in the last war. Kakunichi's voice is all over the place. We'll figure it out. Oh, fuck! I didn't hit the right button. Oh, I fucking... Shit, I skipped it. I'm sorry. It's okay. I don't know how to go... Can we go to the guide from the menu? Oh, dictionary. Yeah, okay, cool. What was it? Something about the last war? We already did Kaiko. Yeah. Rokuhara. Yoshitomo Minamoto. Okay, no. I don't know where it was. Something about the war. Chigo, we already saw that. I'm not sure because we don't... New. Okay. Genpuku? Ancient Coming of Age. No, we saw that. Goboldo. We saw that one. That was one of the ones where it said something. Oh, it said she. And then it, like, when you clicked on the guide, it said Gobodo. And it was like... Okay, so Gobodo was there, but the person who translated that page chose to put she and then put this in the glossary. But like in the other one where we did whatever one, it was like they kept the Japanese word. It's like it's a little wonky with that, but like Heiji Rebellion, those were the ones that we've already seen. Okay. Joan period of Kaiko. Lord Yoshie. I don't know where it is. I don't know which one we missed. Muhan? No. That was the other one that said the thing. We saw that one. Orphan. Oh, a child whose parents have passed away. Oh, okay. That's what, okay. Oh, yeah, because wasn't it our father or something? He's an orphan. Okay. Whatever, we didn't miss much there. Anyway. Shanao, too, has learned a great deal about the relationship their fathers had. Both Shanao and Shungen, despite losing their fathers at such a young age, have kept them as their role models. It is our intention to honor the memories of our fathers, and to honor the name of Genji. To honor the name of Genji meant to restore them to power, something everyone in the room understood, but no one dared speak.
Indeed, I too wish to honor the name of Genji. If there's anything I can do to assist in that goal, I trust you'll tell me.
Anything? In that case, I'd like to hear about some of the rumors in Kyoto. Considering how much business he does in the capital, perhaps Kichiji knows about the rumors of me in the capital. Shanao, is that really something you should be concerning yourself with? Lord Kakunichi called out to me with a piercing gaze. Everything about this man is piercing, so... I've heard that the people of Kyoto are also frightened. When I think of the people's heartache, I grow concerned.
I would expect nothing less of one who comes from the Genji clan. It's clear you're pure of heart and soul. One rumor the people speak of is the crazed monk who, night after night, steals the swords of the men of Kyoto.
True.
They say he's a giant man who's cruel and fierce, and that not a soul who confronted him is left with their sword in hand.
I mean, okay. Fierce in that he literally is a soul who confronted, no soul is left with their sword in hand. Yeah, but like, and he's giant, but he's not cruel. He's probably soft. I don't know, I think he's supposed to be like nice boy, but also, he's probably like old enough to be our like dad, so that's gonna be a little awkward. I mean, but we are gonna date our brother, so what am I comparing? Like, I'm gonna complain about age and then we bone our brother? Slippery slope here.
Though it said he only attacks the most brutish of Heike men, and as such his actions are met with the cheers of the people.
Brute! A person who takes an intimidating attitude towards people. An aggressive person! Shungen too said that Benkei's attacks were focused on Heike's soldiers. I guess that bit was true. Benkei? I can't say his name right. Benkei. I'm just saying I'm calling him that because it's easier. But why take their swords? Just what is that monk after?
Strange, isn't it? Though apparently he leaves many of the men he attacks unharmed, he appears before them and says, "My name is Benkei Musashibo. I want only your sword, but I'll take your life if I must."
So this Benkei Musashibo, he gives these men a choice.
Apparently so. It's also said that he was once a monk from Mount Hiei.
Wait. Hiei? That's he. Hiei.
Mount Hiei, though his actions caused him to be expelled.
Hiei. A monk of Mount Hiei. How terrible that one who intended to follow the Buddhist path would end up a common thief. So, to sum everything up, he's a former monk of Mount Hiei, a large man of tremendous strength, and he strikes primarily at night. If he was just stealing Heike's swords, it wouldn't be a problem, but we have no idea what he intends to do with all of them. Make a giant fucking sword fort. Like the fucking chair from Game of Thrones. Right? Isn't that made of swords? I don't know. Benkei Musashibo, just what are you planning to do with all those swords? Someone has to stand up to him. Even if it weren't for this bet with Noritsune, I would still want to try and stop him.
It's admirable that you're worried about the plight of the people in Kyoto.
Not really. I'm sure anyone would be interested in the well-being of the people of the capital.
You'd think it would be the case, but, well, anyway, I'm glad to have been able to speak to you like this. As a matter of fact, I've come here today with a proposal for you. Lord Shinao, I'd like to invite you to come visit...
Hiraizumi? Hiraizumi. Okay.
Hiraizumi in Oshu.
Close enough. Hiraizumi? Hiraizumi. Yeah, something like that. It's not going to flow off the tongue nicely unless I say it very slowly, but...
Yes, a vast and beautiful land, long associated with your family, the Genji.
That... Shungen, let's at least hear him out. Kichiji, Kichiji's a longtime friend of Lord Kakunichi. Surely he has our best interest at heart. But...
I understand your wariness, but I assure you, I'm only concerned for Lord Shinao's safety. Not yours. Fuck you, kid. I'm just kidding. Hiraizumi may seem like a barbaric land far to the north of Kyoto, but I assure you it's actually quite different. It's a grand and magnificent city, as beautiful as Kyoto even, and, as I said before, it's a land long loyal to the Genji.
He's starting to sound like an old man, but he was supposed to sound like a little... Well, anyway.
As the last child of the Genji, I'm sure they'd welcome you with open arms.
You think it would be good for me to go there?
Indeed! Kyoto's lost to the Heike. Why not go somewhere else? A land that'd be more welcoming to you.
I want to trust you, man. Because Kichiji is fun to say.
Besides, there's a growing appetite in the countryside to rise up and overthrow the Heike. Surely the Heike are aware of this? To have the youngest child of Genji so near to their base in Kyoto is dangerous to them. There's no telling what they'd do to get rid of a threat like that.
And they're both like, yeah, I don't want to war with Heike. I don't fear the Heike. The Heike aren't afraid of me. Interesting. Like, I kind of like the three options because, like, I don't want to go to war with them. I don't fear them. They're not afraid of me, though. Like, anyway, but the Heike aren't afraid of me. Okay, whoops. Oh, wow, we got more points. Interesting. We got all the points with Tomomori there. And yet, with our boyfriend, with Noritsune, we didn't get all of them. Maybe you can. I mean, some of them you might not be able to get all the points. It may not be like always the best answer for him. It's just in this context, that could be the best answer for him. You know, because like there's 5 love interests. Not every choice can give you points with everybody. You know what I mean? So, sorry, I had to take a drink. There might be ones like this one with Noritsune. We chose the other ones. We would get nothing. And this one we at least get a little bit of something. So, because I can't imagine there'd be a better answer for him, you know what I mean? And we wouldn't have to choose it, so. I trust the guide, so. But I just think it's interesting that one you didn't get all the points. You only got like 2 instead of 3, you know what I mean? But the Heike aren't afraid of me. That can't be. I'm just some kid living by myself in the mountains. Unthinking, I blurted the words out, and the 3 men in the room merely gazed at me. Still, it was my true and honest feeling. Do you mean to say that the Heike fear Kurama Temple? After all, the temple has been the one protecting me all these years. In Kyoto, the temples and imperial court had deep ties, which made them beyond the reach of even the powerful Heike.
Well, I'm impressed. I've never known a child of samurai to be able to look at himself so objectively. However, Lord Shinao, it's precisely because you're the son of the samurai that they fear you. The Heike will not leave a man with his name like yours alone forever.
Indeed, Shinao, you possess the means to become a great leader of men. It's a future you must prepare yourself for. I feel like he would have a very delicate voice. It is of power. Like, he's got to have like a powerful voice, but very gently powerful voice. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about, but I can't do that, so. Determination. It's something Lord Kakunichi has been trying to instill in me since I was a child. Determination to rise up to defeat the Heike, but in doing so, the world will be put in turmoil and many will suffer. No such misfortune would happen if I were to just stay here and keep quiet. You must know this place, Kurama Temple, can hold you no longer. Are you kicking me out? Lord Kakunichi... When I first met you, I thought that if I gave you the skills to survive, that would be enough. Then I thought that I could watch over you and Shungen as you lived your lives in secret here on Mount Kurama. But I soon realized that too was impossible. Like, are you seriously kicking my ass out? Is that how we get that, like, otherwise we'd stay here? And he's like, no, you gotta get out. Every person on this earth has their own destiny, one that is chosen for them by heaven. Okay, like, listen, buddy, it's not God's will, get out. Destiny. You have within you the blood of Yoshitomo Minamoto, the leader of the Genji, and you have the skills to live up to his name. Yoshitomo Minamoto, father of Yoritomo Minamoto and Shinao, the 5th generation leader of the Kawachi Genji clan. He was later defeated in the Heiji Rebellion, just pointing out again that Yoritomo Minamoto and Shinao, they share a daddy, and you're gonna, like, get with each other later. I'm just pointing that out again. Thanks. Thanks, game. Appreciate it. Yes, but I'm a woman. I swallowed the words that were threatening to leap out of my mouth, but Lord Kakunichi knew exactly what I meant. Never forget, Shinao, no matter what you think your limitations are, you have the blood of Lord Yoshitomo in your veins. Are you telling me I think I'm limited because I'm a woman? I will kick your fucking monk ass. Lady Tokiwa believed in you too, to live as a son of the Genji clan. That is why she brought you here, after all. And it is for that reason that she did what she did to keep you safe. In exchange for my life, my mother, Lady Tokiwa Gozen, became Kiyomore's concubine. Tokiwa Gozen, Yoshitomo Minamoto's concubine? After the rebellion, she saved the life of her children by becoming Kiyomori's concubine, later remarried. To protect me and to protect the future of the Genji. I sometimes wonder if I truly am on the path my mother wanted me to follow. Having never seen her, I can't know for sure.
Yes, but if you met with her, the Heike might think the two of you are plotting something. It would put you both in danger.
Oh, God, my freaking shoulder blade hurts. Weird.
Lord Kakunichi, thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak with these two today. I have some other things to discuss with you. Perhaps we should move elsewhere.
Ah, yes. But first, let me show you to your shukubo. Shukubo? I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss tonight. I'm guessing it's room. Shukubo! Accommodations made for monks, parishioners, lecturers, and worshippers at Buddhist temples and shrines. So, like, your room. The two of you get a good night's rest tonight, all right? Yes, my lord.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
I thought he was just a normal guest, but that conversation was pretty intense. I cannot believe Lord Kakunichi did that to you. Yes, but I think it's what I needed to hear. Still, I think he could have been more delicate about it. Thanks, Shungen. He is really pretty. I sighed deeply to regain my composure. But more importantly, if Lord Kakunichi is going to be busy tonight, this might be our best chance. Shungen, we should head for Kyoto and hunt down Benkei together. Oh, tonight. Sorry, not together. Yeah, you're right. It's almost been a month. Well, let's get ready to leave right away. Capture that monk, Benkei, and Noritsune will finally leave us alone. I have a feeling that's not how this is going to work. But I do like how they set this up. So, like, that's how Noritsune, you get to be with him, but Shungen's your bestie friend. But then if you go down Benkei's route, it's because you're out there chasing him down. And I don't know how the hell we're going to hook up with her brother. Or, like... And then somehow, I mean, we're going to end up in Tomomore's grave. I mean, you know. So... We made it out of the temple before dark, but by the time we got down the mountain, the sun had already set. Like, Shungen knows we're a girl. Noritsune doesn't, and it sounds like from... I mean, I didn't really read the blurb. I just saw the little thing where it's like, gay for Chanel. Like, but like... It sounds like Noritsune has no fucking clue, and it's just, like, totally chasing us anyways. Like, I don't know why I want you, but I do, bro. Like, okay. But, like, I'm gonna take a wild leap and guess that maybe our brother knows that we're not a boy. Like, even though, I mean, it'd be weird. Like, you're like, oh, yeah, my dad's concubine had some kid, like, whatever. You know, it's like, oh, yeah, you're my half-sister, right? Like, because he's probably, we've never met him before. Wait, it said when he was 14, his father died. He's 14 years older than us. That's a little weird. I mean, he's not old enough to be our dad, good. But, like, still... Like, dude, like, you could have kids that are a couple years younger than me, because, like, if you think about it, people are probably getting married at, like, 16, 17, so, like, even if you got married at, like, 18, and then you had kids right away, like, your kids would only be a couple years younger. Closer in age to what your potential children should be than you and I. That's weird. And you're my brother. Good fucking God. I mean, 14 years isn't that terrible. I dated someone with a 12-year age difference, but it was still a little weird, you know? I mean, in this time period, like, it's not like we're in totally different places. Like, you're, like, in your job for a while and he just, like, graduated college or, like, just graduated high school. It's nothing like that because, like, it's like, yeah, no, I can kick your fucking ass with the sword, bro. So, like, we're kind of in the same place no matter how different. It's still weird. And then Benkei is probably way older than that. He's definitely old enough to be our father, and I'm going to guess Tomomura is probably similar age to our brother, so... Awesome. Although, she doesn't look like... Sometimes when they're like 16, you're like, they look like young. She doesn't, so I'm okay. We'll just pretend. Don't tell me how old she is. We just know he's 14 years older, because it was 14 years old when his father died, and he was basically exiled. So we've never met, though. So how can we have, like, fond memories of our older brother if we've never fucking really met him? We never knew our mother, really. She even said that. I've never met my mom. So, like, why would I have never met my mother? Unless I was baby when all the shit went down. Like, Because it sounds like I never met my dad either. So how would I have memories of my older brother? Even though he was exiled. You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense. Like, we'll figure it out. But it's not important. We'll get there. But it just seems weird. Anyway. We made it out of the temple before dark, but by the time we got down to the mountain, the sun had already set. Shana, we're almost there. Put this on before we enter the town. What the hell is this? It's a katsugi. You can hide your face with it. Katsugi? Katsugi, a Japanese veil used in ancient Japan to hide a woman's face. Make sure the Heike don't see your face. Thanks. I just want to get this over with and get back to my quiet life. And nobody will force me to live up to some destiny they've got planned for me. I immediately felt guilty after saying those words. What? Thinking back on what Lord Kakunichi said. My mother wanted me raised as a man because she believed I could someday defeat the Heike. But is that still true? Does she still feel that way? I kind of like the fact that your mom was like, hide my daughter, raise her like a man, and let her kick some ass! High five to our mom. She sounds pretty cool. And she's like, I will be this guy's freaking whore. That's fine. Just keep my children alive, and my daughter will kick his motherfucking ass someday. Like girl power. Like, way to go, Mom. She had a lot of faith in us. After leaving me at Kurama, my mother became Kiyomore's concubine, and then later became the wife of Naganari Ichijo. Naganari Ichijo, Tokiwa Gozen's, Shanao's mother's, husband by remarriage, second son of Fujimoto Tadayoshi. Fujimoto Tadayoshi. So it's interesting that, this guy is totally cool with marrying this woman who was a concubine of two different dudes. I mean, I guess they really didn't give a shit. It's, you know what I mean? It's kind of progressive in a way. Because, seriously, in this culture, oh, what? Woman's had sex, you're a whore. But in this case, this woman was a concubine. So she was basically, this guy's side piece. And then she went to be this other guy's side piece. And then he's like, cool. Hey, baby. Because, I mean, you would think it's got to be definitely cultural differences. Because I feel like in Western cultures, oh, you were the king's concubine? Gross. You're trash. You're basically treated like lesser. I mean, lesser and at the same time, sometimes not. It's a weird place to be. Because I feel like there's people that are like, oh, whatever, she's just the king's whore. And then you have other people oh, ooh, it's the king's whore. You know what I mean? So you don't really know, but you're kind of in that middle where people are gonna think ooh, yeah, she's the king's concubine. That's amazing. Great job, girl. And then ooh, fancy. And then there's other people who look down on you like that. I feel like that's just women in general. You've got people who are yeah, girl power, and other people fuck you, twat. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's really hard to be a woman in the world. But I just feel like it's slightly more progressive here where she was a man's concubine, and then she went to another man to be his concubine, and then this guy was cool, I'll marry you. Where in the Western cultures, it would be excuse me, some man touched you, you're trash. You've had sex before? Oh! You're fucking somehow damaged goods. And they're he's yeah, that's cool, whatever. Anyway, and you got a couple kids? Whatevs. Wanna get married? Okay. You know? I don't know, I kind of like it. I'm just, you know. Because, men could fuck whatever they want, but the second a woman does it, it's trash. I mean, you were kind of whoring around with the dude, though, behind his wife's back. But, that was normal, even though it's still, that's still, shady and douchey. Modern things. But still, even that meant... Although, did your wife have man friends on the side? I bet she wasn't allowed to. Still. Let's not get into that. But again, that wouldn't happen in Western cultures. They would be hello? You were that guy's concubine. You're damaged goods. I don't want you. And meanwhile, they're this girl's awesome! I mean, I'm just saying. Couple powerful men. This other dude. Yeah. And then our mom's my daughter will kick some fucking ass. Our mom is awesome. Is awesome? What the hell just... Anyway. After the death of her husband, she was forced to become the concubine of the enemy, then married to someone else. Oh. Wait, I thought our mother was his concubine, not... wait. The death of her husband. So... Yoshitomo, right? Yoritomo's our brother/boyfriend. Yoshitomo's our dad, right? Okay. So Yoshitomo was our dad, and our mother is Tokiwa, but they were married, so is Tokiwa also... So is he our full brother? I was thinking maybe it was our half-brother, and, like, maybe our mom was a concubine, but it sounds like our mother was his wife, so that means he would be our full brother. I'm really concerned. Anyway, so I thought she was, like, also a concubine for, like, Yoshitomo, but it sounds like no. That was her husband. He got murdered, so she became the concubine of this guy just to, like, save her kids. Like, okay, like, wow, mom, taking one for the team. And then ended up marrying some other dude. But again, okay, so, like, Tomomori's dad would be like, yeah, fine, I don't mind making my enemy's wife my bitch on the side, because, you know, dick move, right, dude? Right? Try to degrade her a little. Sure. But then this other guy's like, come on, lady, let's get married, and didn't really give a shit. Like, I mean, obviously, you'd been married before, that's one thing. But, like, then you were like the other dude's, like, bitch on the side, you know? Like, I suppose I shouldn't call her that, because that just, like... Mom's just amazing. Okay, this woman. But, like, huh. Alright. It's like, rough fucking life this poor woman's had. But now she's got a nice husband, I guess? So we've got a stepdad? At least we could have dated... Oh my god, one of these guys is going to be our stepbrother, isn't it? Whatever. We're going to fuck our regular brother. I don't even know if he's our full brother or a half brother. I'm not really sure. But, like, I mean, it's possible that, like, our mom was his second wife or something. I guess we'll find out. But I'm concerned. Oh, dear God. It doesn't matter. Does it really matter half brother, full brother? It really doesn't fucking matter. We share DNA. At least half. So it's just inappropriate. Such a terrible fate. My poor mother, becoming a victim to the war, her body tossed around from lord to lord. Also, she could protect me. I mean, yeah, that's true, but, like, your mother's also kind of, like, power to her, because she, like, did all that shit to protect you, instead of herself, you know? When I think of her sacrifice, I wonder if I have a duty to stand for the rebirth of the Genji. Ishana, don't be too hard on yourself. It's true that you have a lot on your shoulders, but never forget. I'll always be on your side. Just as my father served your father, I'm determined to stay by your side no matter what. My father died protecting your father. I'm prepared to do the same. I'll protect you no matter what. Okay, so he's like the best friend, but also the I will just protect you and die for you. Okay. Cool. But, like, let's not be overly protecty because I'm a girl. Because I will, like, I can kick your ass. I don't mind him jumping in the way for Noritsune the kind of way he did, because that's, like, almost in his way his job. That's the way his father served our father, and the way he kind of feels like he has to, like, almost be our bodyguard. But there is a difference between, like, oh, I'm going to throw myself in front of that sword coming at you, and, oh my god, you can't do anything for yourself. You know what I mean? So I'm holding out, because, like, so far he's good. But if you become that person who thinks that I'm incapable of doing shit, I'm going to get mad. I hate those characters. You know? I need to protect you. I'll breathe for you. You can't breathe for yourself. I will choke you. I will show you that you are incapable of breathing with my foot on your fucking esophagus, okay? But, like, if he's one of those that, like, I'm going to throw myself in front of the blade so you live, but, like, you were totally fighting in the battles on your own, because, like, yeah, cool. Then, alright, I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? Anyway. Shungen. Great, thanks. Such a douchey answer! Yeah, great, thanks. That is definitely not the right answer for Shungen. Don't say you'd die for me! I feel the same way about you, Shungen. I feel like that's the right answer for Shungen, but we're not going for that. But, like... The right answer is great, thanks! Thanks, game. That's amazing. I'm glad you feel the way you do. Thanks Thanks for always looking out for me, Shungen. That's not the same as saying great thanks. It's only natural, right? Given one's own life to protect his lord. That's the way of the samurai. We didn't seem to get any points for anybody there. Shungen smiled back at me brightly. However, I couldn't help but sense a twinge of sadness in his words. Yeah, because we weren't like, I feel the same about you. We were like, great, thanks, bro. Like when someone's like, I love you. Thanks. It's not the right answer. Shungen's always been like this, putting me before himself. But still, I don't want him sacrificing himself for me. And don't worry, I'm not going to ride my horse off a cliff for you or anything. I'm just saying you're the one I want to protect. There's always one of these, isn't there? And there's no point in trying to change my mind. I'll protect you no matter what. In the face of his determination, all I could do was gently nod my head. Right, let's go. Oh, right, we have to capture Benkei Musashibo. Musashibo. It's probably Musashibo? In Musashibo? That sounds better than Musashibo, but like... Musashibo. You know what I mean? That's the difference. Musashibo. There's the difference in accent on where it goes, and that's what I never know. But anyway, we're like at time, so I'm going to stop here. And normally it would probably take like 20 minutes to get through chapter 1. You just keep bringing up weird shit, man. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, God, I so want to record more tonight, but it is late, and I am tired. Anyway. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.